parenting's hard enough, but fostering and bringing all that in really wears on a husband and wife.
If our relationship isn't right, the relationship with the foster kids or, our biological kids is stressed as well. Something like this would bring awareness to that.
Yeah, and elevate your relationship.
That's right.
Elevate is an 8-hour program where we work with couples, both married and unmarried. Our aim is to help promote family stability because we know that healthy relationships lead to positive parenting and happy lives for kids.
Kids will know if something's up with mom or dad, and to show them that you and your spouse have a healthy relationship is crucial to the upbringing of a child.
Most of us parent the way our parents parent us, be it good or bad. The program just reinforced some of those skills and techniques that I may have missed because of my upbringing.
This is a very different concept for the foster families. It's more geared to our relationship.
And when you get busy with just life and foster children, it's easy to push all the relationship stuff on the back burner, and it just sort of re-emphasized the need to take those tools that they either introduced to us or reintroduced to us, and then it re-emphasized the importance of doing it. I think it's essential so that you can parent from a strong base.
Strong relationship, strong family, the two tie together. We were foster parents for 15 years. Now we're relative caregivers in the process of adopting our grandchildren and giving them that permanency. So if our stuff is not together, it's going to roll down because kids learn what they live. They watch us. If we're strong and unified, then that's going to strengthen our family.
Communication is the #1 key to any relationship. This is personal connections, help, advice, ideas, brainstorming, and it gives us different tools to communicate.
We start off focusing on ways that they can empower themselves.
Take time for yourself, because if you don't, then you can't take care of the children that the state is funding you for. If we don't have the proper tools and we don't have the correct way of approaching when we fight, and they see that, what are they learning?
The thing that really makes you angry is not what the heart of it is. It's just the thing that made you angry in that moment. Stepping back and walking away and being able to come back a little bit later and go, okay, it made me angry when you did this because that way he understands why I felt that way, where I'm coming from.
A lot of things in the workbooks are, how do you do things? How do you think your partner does things? You compare and you go, really? You think that? Okay, well, yeah, I guess. No, okay, yeah, I see that. Wait a minute, what did you get for number 5?
It brings in everything from attending to the positives, decision-making, working together. How do we repair? How do we appreciate the other? How do we listen better? How do we find ways to take care of self? How do we find times to take care of relationships? And particularly, how do I do it when I'm stressed?
We have 3 biological children, and then we have 3 foster children.
You get to the end of the week sometimes, and you haven't even had 5 minutes to have even a conversation, so we have to purposely find time to do that.
Learning to be intentional about what you're doing.
Yes.
So not just time with each other, but time with individual kids as well to make them feel special.
Also very unique is the mindfulness component. Just taking time to breathe, to settle down and calm yourself in times of stress.
Being a foster parent, you're always, being a parent in general, you're always dealing with something kind of back to back. But taking a minute to kind of stop and evaluate things, really identifying what triggers you. Say, okay, let's just take a break for a second. That was a big one for me.
We just try to apply that also to the child itself. Our foster son is our first child, and he's a 2-year-old. He's gonna pitch fits. But to try not to get upset by it, you can apply what was taught to okay, mommy's gonna walk away for 5 seconds and take a deep breath and kind of regather your thoughts.
It's just finding quality time. We went from no kids to 2 kids. So we're in the house together, but we're not really spending time with each other. It's more so we're focused on the kids, we're doing stuff for work. So now we need to just take a breath and spend time with each other.
I used to train foster parents, and I'm really good at going to somebody else's home and teaching them proper etiquette. I'm not always good at taking it home and applying it with my husband. Elevate just kind of reiterate that you do need that compromise and support.
Sometimes we don't feel like we really even have the time to talk about with 5 kids, because our house, they range from 2 all the way up to 15, our kids. So it was interesting to hear his point of view on some things that I kind of feel like maybe I've neglected, and it kind of opened my eyes up to a lot of things.
The thing is everybody in the room is in the same place you are.
Matter of fact, you'll probably find some friendships there that you didn't know you would have found if you hadn't came.
Having other foster parents who have 6 kids or 7 kids, like we do, have the same pop-up issues, let us know, hey, we're not alone here.
Coming to our class does not mean that there's something wrong with you. Coming to our class means that you're committed to your relationship. You want your relationship to last.
There's others out there to help us, and we're not alone, and we have contacts that we can contact if we need help, and there's all the information that you can fall back on.
It was refinement of things, it was new things, and it was confirmation of things we're doing right. So I thought it was excellent.
There's really nothing out there for us that focuses on us as the foster parents. This is a desperately needed resource.
It was all great. It could help even a good relationship. I think you would still lead with like tools to make it better.
You said it.